Yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and put these back on for the video though, because this is where I'm reading my script. The folks at Rokid are sponsoring this video to show off the Rokid Max2 and Rokid Station 2 combo. It's a killer AR setup that's on sale right now for the holidays. Maybe could make for a fun Christmas gift. Nearly 30% off if you're catching this close to when I shot it. And if you're watching this video later, but you missed the deal, you could consider all those subscription and smashing bell icon things so you don't miss my future videos. I'm a huge fan of these XR glasses. Very generally, I think one of the best accessories you can invest in is a portable monitor. Adding another screen to any phone, tablet, computer, or console makes that gadget better. But a traditional portable monitor takes up almost as much space as a laptop, both in a bag and on a table. The fanciest portable monitor you can buy today would be one of these face displays, a lightweight pair of glasses that project out a huge canvas in space in front of you, like your own private movie theater, no matter where you go, but they can also fold up and fit in a shirt pocket. Rokid has been refining this concept for years now. I have several videos on this channel looking at their headsets and their other companion computers. This combination of the Max 2 glasses and the Station 2 is dubbed the Rokid AR Spatial combo. And as you might imagine, we're building on the success of this idea being a nice monitor and adding more augmented reality functionality. We can get to a core AR experience for less cash than some competing examples, but I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Let's chat out this hardware. Starting with the glasses, we've got a pair of 1080p OLEDs, and they use these bird bath optics to project the image. This tech is still not broadly understood, and I show this around to my family and friends. I worry folks think it's like sitting too close to a TV. The lenses here focus your eyes out at a distance, and that's a lot more comfortable seeing a larger screen, but further away. The Max 2 have excellent contrast and great brightness, while also supporting high refresh rate at 120 frames per second. I've always loved these kinds of glasses for watching movies, but the display improvements recently make them even better for gaming now. Every manufacturer has a different hook for their hardware, and the Rokid claim to fame is myopia adjustments. Within this range, you can dial in your specific prescription without needing to use lens inserts. It makes the Max 2 more accessible to a wider range of folks. They're lightweight and with great padding on the nose. We want a headset that can work for longer interactions. We don't want to get fatigued after one movie. And the audio has gotten a nice bump up over the previous generation. Let's take a listen. Normally show these glasses off while connected to a phone, a computer, or some kind of console. Connected directly, the Max 2 are a simple monitor projection. The Station 2 brings all the brains to the table. To do this well, to make it fluid, we need quite a bit of compute power, and we need to divide that compute power in half. An AR experience needs some of that power to process your head tracking data, all of your movements, and then you need the compute power to actually drive the programs or games you want to play. Station 2 is a little pocket computer. It's similar to a phone with its own operating system called Yoda OS Master based on Android, AOSP. We can run most Android apps, and Rokid has already worked with several platforms for approvals and compatibility, like Netflix. Netflix is one of the biggies, and most of the other streaming platforms that get really strict about DRM. Those kinds of entertainment apps are some of the first we think of. Let's stream some big movies on a giant screen. Literally one of the modes listed on the website, the 300-inch giant screen mode. The OLEDs and lenses aren't changing, it's just a really cool optical effect from the Station 2, making it feel like a larger screen viewed at a distance. But Station 2 is pretty flexible. We can tackle a lot of other activities too. Social media platforms, games, documents, maybe a little light video editing, and it's approved for Google Play and productivity apps. When you're running apps from the Station, you can create a proper head tracking layout for up to 3 separate windows. So we could write a document, have a chat window up, and stream a movie. We can control the position, we can pin the trio in space, and also change up aspect ratio and window size. Again, this helps us create the effect of looking at a bigger screen farther away from you instead of a small screen really close to your eyes. And we get great tools to adjust that view. You can dial in the most comfortable experience for your face. Station achieves that with 3DOF support. That's 3 degrees of freedom. So wherever you're sitting, you can track and the windows are going to stay relative to your body position. Pin those windows in space, look from app to app, just like you would a multi-monitor setup on a desktop. It's a decently powerful little Android computer. So with that software support, Station allows us to fire up another streaming app like PlayStation Remote Play or Steam Link, and we can play a game wirelessly from another PC or console. We just got to pair a Bluetooth controller to the Station 2, run that game from another source, but we can play it floating in space wherever we want to play it. And Rokid is also working with developers directly. There are currently around 30 spatial apps you can play with for free. Beyond just the glasses, with Station 2, we get more robust control options. There's sports mode. It adjusts to head movements and smooths out motion, which can be helpful when you're in a car or on an airplane. Or reading mode, which brings text in closer to make reading more comfortable. Each window can be switched between different aspect ratios, either a traditional widescreen, an ultra widescreen, or a narrow view that's a little more like what you would see on a phone. Station 2 supports 3D content from multiple sources like phones. It's a handy way to view iPhone spatial content, but I shoot mostly from a Vivo, and the Vivo 3D photos and video work really well too. And navigating the experience, Station 2 can act as a trackpad, or you can hold it and use it like a laser pointer to open and move apps around, or we can connect other Bluetooth devices like keyboards and mice. But it's this combo right here. This could be your travel computer. It takes up about as much space as a phone and some sunglasses, but it gives you a work area many times larger than any laptop, and it'll play nice with any other devices you might use on the go. It's convenient and accessible, while it might not be as immersive as a full-on mixed reality headset like Apple's. It's faster to set up, it's open and more comfortable for longer interactions. There's literally less containing my face. It's definitely more discreet than a full-on VR helmet when you're out in public, and it gets better battery life. You can use it longer before you need to charge it up, and it will work while you're charging. The experience is more streamlined, but it delivers the core focus of getting stuff done and having some fun for significantly less cash than what the Vision Pro might cost. I don't think any single option is an outright objective winner, but I think these smaller XR solutions are a much better on-ramp to get other people used to this technology, to get them more familiar with what we can do, because you can really see what works for you, and it's a lot less scary a financial investment to get started. Even if it's not what I reach for a VR style immersion, I tend to pick these up a lot more often around the house. Maybe I plug into my Steam Deck, or I watch a scary movie on my own, and especially when traveling. I hate trying to pop out a laptop on an airplane tray table. I hate looking down at my phone in an uncomfortable airplane seat. Don't crunch yourself down, lean back and get more comfortable, and look up and see a massive screen for all of your content. This AR combo gives me a huge workspace and a lot more entertainment value while being easier to use pretty much anywhere. It's been a pretty wild ride with Rokid. From some of their earlier glasses to this third generation combo, you can see a lot of polish and refinement. Putting displays on people's faces, that's still a hugely untapped market, and a lot of consumers have had almost no experience with the different kinds of options out there. I've been using them for a while. I've been showing them off for years, but it's still like science fiction when I put these on someone else's face. Rokid has been one of the more visible companies in this market, and the AR combo really shows the potential of what we can do with affordable augmented reality. So I have to throw a thanks to Rokid for partnering with me on this video. Getting to chat about this tech always makes me happy, and I really hope more people will start taking these glasses more seriously. In a time where building a new PC or getting a new console might be too expensive for some families, we can take the phones, tablets, and PCs we already have and get new uses out of them with some fun accessories. We can still treat ourselves and make this totally fresh, because we like a gadget that plays nice with all the stuff you already own. So I will of course leave some links down below where you can find more information on the Rokid AR Spatial Bundle. Hopefully you can take advantage of that promo price, which is really fun. And not just for this Spatial Bundle, Rokid is running Christmas sales across their whole site. Like, the Max 2 glasses by themselves could be a great gift for that techie or media fan in your life. And I'm sure Rokid won't mind if you take advantage of these sales for other gift-giving holidays too. Because it's not every day you could buy someone a portable movie theater screen. Links are down below. I totally think this is worth checking out. As always, thanks so much for watching, for sharing these videos, subscribing to the channel, smashing the bell icons for all of those algorithms. This is one of those product categories I have really enjoyed getting to dig into, see how it evolves, and the folks who get to see the results of my testing and reviewing first are my incredible patrons, all of the people over on patreon.com/SomeGadgetGuy. This list of names scrolling by on your screen right now, a huge thank you from the bottom of my heart, as these are the folks that are helping. They're contributing to keeping the lights on here in the Gadget Lab. They're basically the coolest tech pals in the universe, so I hope you'll check them out. I hope you'll consider joining the community at patreon.com/SomeGadgetGuy. Now, you know where you can find me around the rest of the internet, at SomeGadgetGuy basically everywhere, but these days, I'm trying to spend a bit more time on the Mastodons, a lot less so on the other social media sites. You know where all the real geeks are hanging out, and I will catch you all on the next video.